Your voice, your opinion, your community. Fact TV, free speech, protected.
Mr. Hodgson, Mr. Broadley, Mrs. Wilkinson, guests and students, welcome. At this time, for the reciting of the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Welcome to the 2021 National Honor Society Induction Ceremony. We are gathered here to formally recognize those students who have been selected by the faculty of our school for successfully completing their candidacy and are being inducted as new members of our NHS chapter. For current members and those former members who may be among our guests, we hope this will serve to remind you of the standards of excellence you too are charged with maintaining as members of the nation's oldest, largest, and most prestigious student recognition program. Throughout the year, members of our chapter serve as role models for other students. In addition to the strong academic records which establish the eligibility for our membership, our chapter members are leaders in many student organizations, and we serve our school and community through many activities. We are proud of this record of accomplishment and welcome these new members who bring new energy in support of our continuing work as NHS members. It is at this time that we proclaim to all in attendance that membership in the BFUHS's Jesse A. Judd, Marley B. Huntoon chapter of the National Honor Society has been earned by these candidates through the effective demonstration of the 4 qualities that serve as standards for the society. Members of the chapter will now review these qualities for the candidates. We begin with scholarship.
Scholarship detonates a commitment to learning. A student is willing to spend hours in reading and studying, knowing the lasting benefits of a cultivated mind. We should continue to learn even when formal education has ended, for human education only ends with the end of life. Knowledge is one of the great elements in life, which leads to the highest success, and it can be acquired in only one way. Through diligence and effort. Learning furnishes the lamp by which we read the past, the torch guiding us to understand the present, and the light that illuminates the future. Candidates have the charge to continually expand their world through the opportunities inherited in scholarship.
Service.
Service. Service plays a critical role in the National Honor Society, and NHS inductees have gone above and beyond to serve the community. Service shows great commitment and character. Service is voluntary and brings out the best in everyone. When you provide a service, whether through reaching out to an individual or people in our community, or initiating a new club at school, you're improving the environment that we all live in. And every NHS inductee has shown this commitment to service, which will pave the path for success and bright futures. Community service provides opportunities for inductees to learn new things and experience how rewarding it feels to help others without expecting something in return. These inductees should not be here today, or would not be here today, if it wasn't for the service that they have given to our school and community. May they continue to explore the abundant ways to provide service, complementing the other three pillars of the National Honor Society, to engage in communities and schools wherever their future may lead them.
Leadership.
Leadership should exert a wholesome influence on the school. In taking initiative in the classroom and in school activities, the real leader strives to train and aid others to reach their common goals of success. The price of leadership is sacrifice, the willingness to yield to one personal interest for the interest of others. A leader has self-confidence and will go forward when others hesitate. No matter what power or resources may exist in a school, community, or a nation, they're ineffectual without the guidance of a wise leader. Leadership is always needed. Thus, to lead is a meaningful and substantive charge to each of our new members.
Character.
Character. Character is the force within the individual that distinguishes each person from others. It creates for each of our individuality our goodness. It is that without which no one can respect oneself, nor hope to attain the respect of others. It is this force of character that guides one through life, and once developed grows steadily within. Character is achieved and not received. It is the product of constant thought and action, the daily striving to make the right choice. The problem of character is the problem of self-control. We must be in reality what we wish to appear to others, to be rather than to seem. By demonstrating such qualities as respect, responsibility, trustworthiness, fairness, caring, citizenship, and citizenship, we may hope to prove by example that we value character.
At this time, we will begin to recognize our inductees. First, I would like to introduce Logan Leaside.
So I'd like to begin by saying Julian Nystrom is a hardworking, multi-sport student athlete who spends a great deal of her free time fostering dogs and is an excellent role model for the youth of our community. Julia, who has been my girlfriend for nearly 2 years, is the epitome of what a National Honor Society student should look like. Julia and I spent a lot of time together, so I know how outstanding of a person she is. I think her friends and family would agree with me when I say she can be a little grouchy at times, but she is undoubtedly deserving nonetheless. I will start by touching on scholarship. Julia is an honor roll level student who has received awards such as Student of the Month, Positive Attitude in Physical Education, just to name a few. Julia also works tirelessly to understand complex material by spending hours of her free time studying and attending Zoom calls outside of regular school hours. Next, I would like to highlight the positions of leadership she holds. Julia has been a member of student council for her entire high school career and is an active member of a group called Our Voices Exposed, which aims to prevent the use of tobacco-based products among teens. Julia also has been a coach for Girls on the Run as a freshman, and it is clear that Julia is a national-born leader. When it comes to service, Julia dedicates a large sum of her time to helping our community, along with helping organizations like the Student Rescue Project. Julia generously has volunteered 170 hours of her free time to transporting and taking care of puppies for this group. Julia has now fostered 4 different dogs, helping each of them reach their forever home. Outside of volunteering, Julia used to regularly babysit, but now works at Pete's Stand. She did everything from working the cash register to harvesting the crops on the farm. Last but most definitely not least, I would like to speak on the depth of Julia's character. In my opinion, Julia's character is one of her most admirable qualities. She's an incredible player, student, daughter, sister, friend, and girlfriend. I think everyone who knows her as well as I do would agree that this is undebatable. I would like to close by saying Julia's personable and outgoing nature makes her one of the most important people in my life, and my life would not be the same without her. With that, I give a huge congratulations to Julia and each of the other inductees for their selection into the National Honor Society. Wilkinson, a junior at Bellows Falls Union High School, is a multi-sport student athlete who works with animals in her free time along with helping youth athletes develop new skills. As many of you know, Grace is my cousin, and we have been super close nearly my entire life. Due to this, I know Grace is undoubtedly deserving of this recognition. The first pillar I will address is scholarship. Grace is a bright student who has received awards for perfect attendance, outstanding achievement in science, and an academic excellence award which was given to her for being top 5 in her class. She was also awarded Freshman Student of the Month for her hard work in the classroom. When it comes to leadership, Grace has no shortage of accomplishments. She was named team captain for the field hockey team as a junior and led her team to the victory in the Division I state championship last fall. During the season, she helped coach teams for the youth field hockey program. On top of that, Grace has been president of her class for the past 3 years and has been student council for each of those years as well. She worked On top of helping youth sports, as a sophomore she assisted the kitchen staff during the Terrier Hall of Fame dinner, helped out when our school hosted a math meet, and was a student representative during the Clearing the Air About Vaping parent event. Outside of our community, Grace spends a great deal of her time working with animals, including helping transport and foster puppies with the Student Rescue Project. This job can get a little messy. If you know, you know. When it comes to paid jobs, Grace has babysat, but now works at a veterinary hospital in Walpole as a technician assistant. This experience at the veterinary hospital is helping her further her experience in this field and is helping her reach her goal to become a veterinarian one day. As I stated before, Grace has spent countless hours volunteering her time to the young athletes of our community, which is a great testament to her character. She's a great role model for the kids she coaches and is one of the strongest, most hardworking people I know. With that, I would like to congratulate Grace and the rest of the inductees for their selection into the National Honor Society.
I am lucky enough to call this next inductee my best friend. I met this inductee my sophomore year and her freshman year when she moved to Bellows Falls from Keene. We ate lunch together and had band class together. Between the countless laughs shared over school lunch and the cold nights out on the football field playing our instruments in the stadium for pep band, we quickly learned that we have so much in common and we get along like sisters. This inductee is the epitome of the 4 pillars of an NHS candidate: Deeply committed to her academics, this inductee takes the most rigorous course load offered at BFUHS and certainly earns her stellar grades. This inductee is always trying to better herself and be the best classmate she can be. This year, she is vice president of her class and the treasurer of the student council. Her peers see her as a quiet yet effective leader who is reliable and will always get the job done. Her motivation doesn't stop at schoolwork either. She is a valued member of the school's cross-country and track team. She trains every day and dedicates a huge chunk of her time to running. Such practice requires an extreme amount of dedication and motivation. Her accomplishments with running are unbelievable, and if I were to name them all, we'd be here all night. Just this past fall during cross-country, she placed 6th at the state championship meet, placed 10th at the Vermont Meet of Champions, and helped lead the cross-country team to earning the championship and getting the gold medal. Clearly, this individual is dedicated to doing well with both academics and athletics. On top of her rigorous academics and running, this inductee still finds time to volunteer in her community. She's a junior auxiliary member and can be found volunteering at the American Legion quite frequently. Additionally, she was a Girl Scout and spent several hours volunteering with her troop during green-up and doing green-up around the community and learning how to be a leader in the community. This inductee is a compassionate individual and prides herself on being kind to others and leading by example. She's always willing to lend a helping hand and give back to her community. I have no doubt that she is capable of achieving anything she puts her mind to in the future. I am thrilled to announce the formal induction of Stephanie Ager into the National Honor Society. This next inductee is a well-rounded student who is very involved with athletics and clubs. She's a kind girl who will always greet you with a friendly smile. She's a hard worker and earns the respect of her peers. I know this individual best from sports, specifically soccer and softball. She's a key player and is always willing to do what is best for the team, even if that means pushing herself out of her comfort zone and playing a new position. She's also an active member of the school's basketball team and AAU basketball. In the same sense, this inductee is greatly involved with her community. Most notably, she volunteers a lot of her time teaching softball to younger kids. Being a leader in every sense of the word, she takes pride in helping the little kids and sharing her love of the game with them. This inductee is also a member of the group You Matter, in which she learns how to be a leader amongst her peers and learning about self-worth and suicide prevention. This group has taught her how to look out for her friends and peers and to be a positive influence on her school. This inductee exemplifies the quality of a member of NHS, and it is my pleasure to announce the formal induction of Caitlin Bacon into the National Honor Society. At this time, I would like to introduce Sydney Bazin, who will be our next speaker.
The next inductee is someone I've had the pleasure of growing up with. From our family Christmas parties, family pool parties, and many other events, I've seen his personality shine through, where he is a fun-loving and always willing to lend a helping hand. I've seen firsthand how amazing he is with his 3 little brothers, playing with them, loving them, and being a great role model for them to look up to. Not only is this person a great role model for his brothers, but he is a great role model for many kids in the community as well. This is highlighted by his impressive academic achievements, such as repeatedly making honor roll in middle school, his co-curricular activities, and his dedication to his community service projects. In high school, he played basketball his freshman and sophomore year, learning the fundamentals about how to be a team player and a leader when he was named captain. Although he decided to stop playing his junior year, it was the right decision for him so he could focus more on his academics and future plans for after graduation. This being said, basketball never completely left his life. I was able to catch a few of the boys' basketball games at Westminster Center School in the pre-COVID era, and it always made me happy to see this inductee on the court mentoring these little kids. For community service, he has helped coach the team and his little brother, relaying his knowledge and love of sport onto the next generation. He was able to create strong bonds with all of the kids, which was clear when you saw how excited they were to talk to him and listen to his advice about the game. You could see the level of respect and admiration the kids had for him. Outside of school, this person has obtained jobs plowing snow and paving for Bazin Brothers Trucking and striping lines and parking lots for his father's company. Through his work experience, he has gained an understanding of the commitment it takes to be employed. I'm so lucky to have watched this inductee grow and mature over the years, and he is someone I will always look up to as my older, but only by 1 week, cousin. It is with great pleasure that I welcome Kobe Bazin into the Jesse A. Judd B. Marley Hewinton chapter of the National Honor Society. At this time, I would like to introduce Molly Hawson, who will be our next speaker.
Some of my earliest memories with this inductee involve running around the high school while our fathers were working after school. Since then, I've been blessed with a front row seat to watch this amazing girl evolve from someone who would walk during cross-country practices with me in middle school to someone who could be called the best high school female distance runner in the state. Through her resilient and hardworking character, she has a unique drive that makes her absolutely unstoppable as an athlete. She has been a crucial part in winning multiple state championships in cross-country and track, while also coming away with multiple individual state championship victories. Despite her obvious successes, she maintains her modesty and serves as a reliable support for her fellow teammates. And not only does she make incredible achievements as an athlete, but she also strives to achieve as a leader and scholar. She has been vice president of her class, participated in student council and the sports leadership committee, and she is known to ask plenty of insightful questions in her classes in order to get the most out of her education. Additionally, this inductee clearly demonstrates a strong commitment to her community. She serves as an altar server at her Catholic church every week, has volunteered at running club fundraisers, the VSO Summer Festival, various soccer tournaments, and soccer camp. There's no doubt that this inductee has exhibited and will continue to exhibit the 4 pillars of character, leadership, scholarship, and community service. I am proud to welcome Abigail Broadley to the Jesse A. Judd Marley B. Huntoon chapter of the National Honor Society. At this time, I would like to introduce Laila Mayako, who will be our next speaker.
The next person who's being inducted into the National Honor Society clearly represents the four pillars. Through her participation in multiple activities and sports, her dedication to her community, her strong capability to lead and to motivate others, and her various academic achievements and awards throughout her high school career, this inductee exemplifies what it means to be a member of the National Honor Society. This inductee has dedicated many hours of her time to provide service for multiple organizations and teams in the community. She has helped coach 2 youth field hockey teams. This alone led her to surpass the required amount of 40 community service hours, but she continued to earn even more by helping out at a carnival for younger kids one summer. She not only surpasses expectations, but she goes above and beyond to give back to her community. I'm sure her influential and strong personality inspired the young girls she was given the opportunity to coach. This person is a natural leader. You could ask anyone in this community, and they would 100% say that she's a great role model because of her commitment, enthusiasm, and devotion. She constantly motivates and encourages peers, classmates, and teammates. Anyone would be lucky to have this person mentor them or lead them. This inductee also demonstrates impressive scholarship. She works hard to earn good grades while still playing sports, taking part in activities, and helping the community. She's also involved in the arts as a talented artist and a gifted singer. She's even won a significant award in a singing competition where she was competing against much older contestants. The most noteworthy pillar that this inductee embodies is character. Her character is outstanding. As a field hockey goalie, she's an amazing teammate both on and off the field, which is definitely recognized by her coaches. She has received awards for being the hardest working player. She was named Brattleboro Reformer Athlete of the Week. She won the Athlete of the Season, and she made the first team for SVO. Her dedication to this community and her school spirit always shine. As you can clearly see, Jaya Karen is a perfect example of what a National Honor Society member should exemplify. Her participation in numerous activities and sports, her many hours of community service, her capability to lead others, and her academic achievements not only qualify her for her acceptance into NHS, but they also reflect her character. Jaya, welcome to the National Honor Society. At this time, I would like to introduce Jack Burke, who will be our next speaker.
I am very honored to be able to speak at this occasion. I am also very honored to speak for a teammate and a close friend of mine. This person clearly demonstrates what it means to be a member of the National Honor Society, representing scholarship, character, leadership, and service. Inside and out of the classroom, when this person comes to mind, I think of a very talented, hardworking, selfless, and caring person. He has a quiet demeanor, but a dry humor that keeps me laughing. Jack Carino demonstrates character, leadership, and teamwork, whether it be in the classroom, on the baseball field, basketball court, soccer field. Jack is a naturally quiet guy, which I can personally relate to, but knows how to lead it when it is necessary. As one of Jack's baseball teammates, he often finds himself on the pitcher's mound. Let's face it, when you're a pitcher, you feel the weighted pressure on your shoulders to carry your team to a win. With quiet confidence, he willingly takes complete control of the game and displays the talented leader that he is. As the guy who stands behind him on second base, I always feel confident in Jack when he is on the mound. I trust that he is going to consistently throw his strike-worthy fastball when he is on the mound. I trust and when it's put into play, and when it's put into play by a hit, I only hope to be able to hit to field it and wrap up the inning. I don't think Jack realizes what a pivotal player he is on our baseball team. He is probably one of the most versatile players we have. He has the ability to play multiple positions very well. He always goes willingly where the coach puts him, and not only plays the position well, he does it without complaint. He is a team player at the very essence of the word. I don't think he realizes how valuable of a player he is, which reflects in his humbleness. I marvel at Jack's persistence. He rarely gives up, even when the odds are against him, whether on the field, the court, or in the classroom. He always gives his best effort. Have you seen Jack on the soccer field? Now, granted, as a football player, I know nothing about soccer, but man, this kid has some footwork, ball skills, and speed. As a midfielder player, he holds a role of leadership, controlling the flow and speed of the game. I have mentioned that he is a team player, and it's apparent on the basketball court. He often plays point guard, which basically leads the team to which play they will execute. Jack skillfully handles the ball up the court, directs his team, and often will willingly give up the open three-pointer, which undoubtedly he would make, to make a pretty pass to a teammate to score. I think he takes pride in racking up the assists. He's the kind of kid who shines on the court without needing to lead the team in the most points, rebounds. He consistently contributes. Jack, being the selfless, hard-working guy that he is, has dedicated much of his time giving back, from helping serve meals to the homeless with the Keene Community Kitchen, to volunteering at the rec with the ice rink, and to helping with summer mail-ins and welcome back letters to the school. Not only does Jack excel in 3 sports, the classroom, and give back to the community, but he has also maintained the job throughout most of his high school career. Whether it be in the fields of Harlow Farms during the hottest days of the summer, or working in property maintenance with his father, John, Jack has proven over and over again that he is reliable, dedicated, and a hard worker. He most recently has started a property landscaping business. Probably through the strong modeling of his parents, he has a strong work ethic. He's willing to start at the bottom and work his way up. Throughout all of these different lines of work, Jack has learned patience, hard work, and time management. It is with great pleasure and honor to welcome my friend and teammate Jack Carino into the National Honor Society. At this time, I'd like to welcome back Laila Mayako to the podium.
The next person who is being inducted into the National Honor Society exemplifies all 4 pillars without a doubt. She has earned this honor with her extraordinary dedication to school, co-curricular activities, and her community service. She clearly demonstrates service, leadership, character, and scholarship in a number of ways. This individual has given her time and energy to several community organizations. She has worked at BFUHS soccer games and tournaments, helped out at a concert one summer, and volunteered at the library. She's been providing service for her community since middle school, when she would tutor younger students. Completing community service at such a young age is a clear indicator that this inductee understands the importance of volunteering and giving back to her community. This inductee has also demonstrated leadership skills through her important role as the editor-in-chief of the school newspaper. She has to assign topics, run the newspaper website, and edit articles. She brings a passion for literature and journalism to this key role. Maintaining and editing the school newspaper is crucial because the newspaper reports on current events, acknowledges achievements in our community, and gives students opportunities to be leaders. She's also a student council member, a role in which she demonstrates leadership and positive influence. This person exhibits the character pillar daily. Her fellow students and teachers admire her genuine kindness and thoughtfulness. It's clear that she is someone you can depend on. She exceeds in school while juggling her many activities in sports and has received multiple academic awards. She has received academic excellence awards in honors English, AP Human Geography, Algebra, honors Earth Science, and art. She's also been ranked #1 in her whole class her freshman and sophomore year. This person clearly not only gets good grades, but she constantly exceeds expectation and goes above and beyond. Without a doubt, Kathleen Dole is exactly what a National Honor Society member should be. Her impressive academic achievements, character, community service, and dedication to other co-curricular activities highly qualify her for this honor. Congratulations, Kathleen. At this time, I'd like to introduce Alyssa Leonard, who will be our next speaker.
I have known Nick for a very long time. We grew up playing hockey together at PBA. Nick can honestly be a big pain in the behind occasionally, but that doesn't mean we love him any less. Nick is a very hardworking young man, and he is very active around his community. From band to ice hockey and martial arts, Nick has done it all. In addition to activities for his own enjoyment, he has participated in activities that show his dedication to bettering his community. Those activities include volunteer work for Little League Baseball, constructing dividers for the Saxons River Elementary School, and completing odd jobs for an elderly couple and doing landscaping work. Nick contributes a lot to the community that he grew up in, and I know that he wouldn't be where he is today without his wonderful family who continuously push him in the right direction. Nick is an extraordinary student, putting in his best effort to every assignment and every class, showing up ready to work. He does all of this, and he still knows how to have fun too. His sense of humor is quite unique. He says his nickname is nickname. He's very good at finding the biggest ice chunks to throw at others at our fires, and he's not good at keeping the fire in the designated fire pit. He always makes hockey practice more interesting, although his long legs are an unfair advantage, as it takes him like 3 strides to get from one end of the ice to the other. Nick is like my additional brother, and I wouldn't want it any other way. He is definitely the nicest brother I have, and there is no doubt about that. Even though you try to make everything a competition and are occasionally mean to me in PE class, I am so proud of you, Nick. I told you you could do it. You really should listen to me more often. You are very deserving of this induction, and I cannot wait to see where you end up in the world. At this time, I'd like to introduce Bailey Spartalotti, who will be our next speaker.
I am honored to be able to speak for this inductee. I first met him when I was in first grade at Westminster Center School and went to middle school with him at the grammar school in Putney. After 8th grade, he moved to North Dakota for 3 years, but we remained friends throughout. I was thrilled to hear that he was returning to Vermont and attending BFUHS for his senior year. I played soccer with him this fall and have the pleasure of playing Ultimate Frisbee with them this spring. He is a team player through and through, always giving 100% and displaying positivity. This person has a deep interest in the arts, as throughout his first 3 years of high school, he played the trumpet with the school pep and symphonic bands. He also won multiple North Dakota State Art Awards for his drawings and etchings.
As a student at the River Valley Technical Center Audio and Video program this year, he recently won the gold medal in the Vermont Skills USA competition for audio radio production. He is an outstanding student who has taken challenging courses throughout his high school career. This person has also performed a lot of service for his community. While in North Dakota, he volunteered to help with the Special Olympics and more recently has helped coach youth hockey at the Brattleboro Hockey Association. He's helping these children learn to love the sport and learn skills that will help them succeed. This person has worked as a lifeguard at pools in both Walpole and North Dakota. He is willing to take the responsibility and show the character needed to keep members of our community safe. This person has proven his ability to juggle his academics, athletics, music production, and employment, and I am excited that he will continue to pursue these interests in college next year. I am pleased to welcome Alex Rabchek as a member of our National Honor Society. At this time, I'd like to invite Sydney Bazin back to the podium.
This next inductee has proven over the years to meet all the criteria necessary to be accepted into this prestigious society. Similar to Kobe, I have watched this girl grow up over the years and have seen her personality at our family events as well. Quiet yet kind and attentive, this inductee cares for everyone, is an active participant in classes, and always strives to do her best. Being the middle child, she looks up to her older sister and is a great model for her younger sister. Committed to her studies, she has been a member of our school's math team for a few years. Being on math team myself, it has been fun to interact with her and work through group category questions. She always has insightful points and ideas to add to any conversation. Over the years, she has also been a member of the after-school jazz and pit bands, dedicating herself to her love of music. Her hard work paid off freshman and sophomore year, auditioning and being awarded with first chair baritone in district concerts. To add to those achievements, she has maintained top 10 in her class all 3 years of high school. An active member of the community, this person has also volunteered at events like the Sackens River 4th of July 5K, Front Porch Marathon, and a number of jobs for the Vermont Symphony Orchestra. Undoubtedly a leader, she works as an altar server for St. Charles Church and is tasked with training new servers and being their mentor. Outside of school, this person works at Ruston Farm in Grafton for bookkeeping and in their ice cream shop. These positions force her to use her math skills and teaches her more social skills as well. I have enjoyed being able to witness this girl grow over the years, and I am proud of her values and all her personal achievements. It is my pleasure to now welcome Grace Guile into the Jesse A. Judd v. Marley Hewinton chapter of the National Honor Society. At this time, I'd like to invite Madison Illingworth, who will be our next speaker.
This next inductee, I've known her almost my entire life. We used to play when we were little, be invited to the same birthday parties, and we would even go on vacation together. This inductee has been very involved in the BFUHS community. She has played varsity sports, those being field hockey, hockey, and track and field. Her freshman year, she did the throwing events, and she won a Division II state championship with her team. During her junior year field hockey season, she was a starting defensive player that went on to win the Division I state championship with her team. She also tries to play golf. She has played ensemble for the drama club, and this year has the part of Marley in groups. She's an active member of the Our Voices Exposed group. This group creates solutions in preventing tobacco use among peers. She's also a very active member in the student council. Her freshman year, she was elected by her peers to be the class treasurer. She has the part of being the historian this year. She also works 2 jobs, one at Dare Joy waitressing and at Dick's Sporting Goods being a front-end associate. She has enjoyed coaching youth field hockey over the last 3 years. She has also volunteered at the annual alumni golf tournament, helping to raise funds for the alumni weekend the last 2 years. Finally, she has helped at the Terrier Hall of Fame dinner during her freshman year. You can see this inductee smiling while surrounded by her friends. She is one of the highest moral character and works hard in her classes. Her fun-loving attitude and ability to laugh at herself has her a standout at BFUHS. With her family's strong support and encouragement, I know this inductee will continue to be a role model for others. I had the honor of inducting not only my cousin, but my close friend, Kayla Illingworth, into the Jesse A. Judd Marilyn B. Huntoon National Honor Society. I'd like to invite Olive Panett, who will be our next speaker.
Keegan is a respected, enthusiastic, and determined individual. I first met Keegan when she was placed in the same homeroom as I was. I quickly realized what a pleasure it is to know her. Keegan has a thirst for success and willingness to learn and is kind to others. Keegan is a top scholar within her class. She has received an overwhelming amount of awards that represent the devoted student she is. She has received multiple academic awards through middle school and her high school years. Not only is she a hard worker in core classes, but also in elective classrooms as well. She has received elective awards and received an honor within an art show. Keegan always gives 100% in every assignment and task she is given. She strives for perfection and puts in the committed time that is needed. Keegan doesn't fall short for helping out the community through volunteering. She has helped teach dance classes for children and helped give horseback riding lessons for children. She has volunteered her time during Grafton Pond Summer Concert while also participating in smaller community service jobs such as directing people at races and helping with the Christmas toy drive. Teaching young kids to dance demonstrated leadership. Keegan had to be a role model to children while showing them the correct way to dance. Keegan has a leader through the student council as well. She takes the time to inform students on activities such as the food drive. Keegan has motivated our school by bringing in food to lead others to do the same. A beloved, respected student like Keegan deserves to be awarded for her accomplishments. She has obligated her attention and focus to the community, her peers, and her grades. Keegan is a thoughtful person who represents kindness, wisdom, with envious traits that lead her to deserve this recognition. I'm delighted to welcome Keegan Illingworth to the Jesse A. Judd Marilyn Huntoon National Honor Society. to welcome back Alyssa Leonard to the podium.
This National Honor Society inductee is one that I hold very close to my heart. This individual and I grew up together, and we have pictures and stories to prove it. All of said photos can be found on my mom's Facebook page in case you were wondering. This inductee is downright one of my favorite people on the planet, and she is so deserving of the honor of being inducted into this chapter of the National Honor Society. This individual demonstrates scholarship, leadership, character, and service through her academic achievements, co-curriculars, leadership positions, acts of community service, and work experience. She holds a position at the village's ice cream hotspot, Dairy Joy, serving ice cream to the community with a smile on her face. This individual is a drama club standout, making the best of conditions during the pandemic. This inductee grew up participating in the Pee Wee cheerleading program and gave back to the community she enjoys very much by volunteering as a cheer coach once she completed 8th grade. It is no doubt that this modest young woman deserves being inducted into the society, and I am proud to call this inductee my cousin. She is always willing to lend a hand, and she would give up the clothes off her back if for someone in need. On the outside, this inductee lives up to her nickname, Sassy, bringing her attitude with her everywhere she goes, lighting up the room with her bright smile and blue eyes. This individual is ambitious, passionate, and persistent. It must run in the family. Sapphire Joy, I am so proud to call you one of my greatest friends, and I am thrilled to see where your sassy but kind-hearted personality takes you. Congratulations. At this time, I'd like to invite Elliot Graham, who will be our next speaker.
Ethan Kelly is a junior at Bellows Falls Union High School this year and has been a teammate of mine for many years. From playing baseball with him for many seasons, I've learned that Ethan is one of the most respectful people I know. He's always addressing coaches and adults around him with a yes sir or no ma'am and a smile on his face the entire time. Every day in practice, I can see that he is a dedicated young man who puts in a tremendous amount of effort into the things he loves and is passionate about. Ethan has tremendous leadership skills and has displayed them for many years in the classroom and on the baseball field. I have experienced his leadership in the classroom from the time I spent with him in Algebra 1, where I was struggling on a math problem in class, and he came over, kindly asking if I needed help, and then guided me through the math problem. He's become a leader on the baseball team with lots of experience and knowledge about the game to share with his teammates. I often notice him giving pointers or advice to other players on the team. One of Ethan's greatest achievements was reaching a black belt in martial arts. He carries it with great dignity, knowing he can enter almost any martial arts gym and earn instant respect. Ethan also has an abundance of community service activities, which have helped shape him to become the generous, kind, and baseball-loving person he is today. He has done countless hours of field work, coaching a 10 to 12-year-old all-star team and teaching Taekwondo. All of these experiences have taught him patience, hard work, and perseverance, which are tremendous qualities that everyone can see Ethan has. Ethan has maintained fantastic grades throughout his middle and high school years, earning his high honor roll numerous times. He has also been recognized for outstanding achievement in PE, Algebra 1, English 10, pre-algebra, and other sciences. Lastly, Ethan has great character and is one of the most trustworthy people I know. He has shown me for years that he is willing to go out of his way to help you or guide you in the right direction to the best of his abilities. He has always put his best foot forward and never has a bad attitude, no matter the circumstances. Ethan Kelly is the type of person that deserves to be recognized and awarded with the admission to the National Honor Society. So it is my pleasure to welcome my teammate and friend, Ethan Kelly, into the National Honor Society. time, I'd like to welcome Jack Burke to the podium.
It is again my honor to have the opportunity to speak about a close friend and teammate. This person too demonstrates the characteristics needed to be inducted into the National Honor Society: scholarship, character, leadership, and service. From the outside looking in, most of you would describe this guy as the class clown, carefree, mullet sporting kid that he is. I too acknowledge that he is all of these things that I mentioned, but truly he is so much more. I guess what I'm trying to say is there's more to him than his flowing mullet, which has taken him this whole year to perfect. Dominic Kendall, known as Dom to his friends, is a natural leader. He eagerly took on the role of co-captain this year on the football team. In a normal football season before COVID, Dom was a lineman. He's one of those guys who stands in front of the quarterback and blocks a 250-plus pound guy from getting to the quarterback. He is the guy you want in front of you. This position is a self-sacrifice because you are pounded on over and over again as the other team's offense tries to soften you and wear you down. Dom did it willingly and never complained. He was just happy to play, protect his teammates, and give an occasional pounding to the other team. This year, during our 7-on-7 football season, Dom had the opportunity to be a receiver. This is something that you don't usually see a lineman do, or better yet, achieve, but Dom did. It might not have been with the finesse you see with a running back, but Dom got the job done and scored a few touchdowns. As part of Dom's leadership ability, he has a way of pumping up a team. Perhaps it's his loud voice, his offhand remarks, or maybe his sheer determination, but he's able to lead a team and be a part of the team. Although Dom is a strong academic student in the classroom, he excels at hands-on learning and has really found his passion in the industrial trades. Last year, Dom was inducted into the National Technical Honor Society at River Valley Tech Center in Springfield. Dom and I have attended the Tech Center together since last year. As a friend and teammate, Dom is one of those kinds of people that has your back. He is loyal and would do anything for you. Don't let the mullet and sarcastic remarks fool you. He has a big heart and is very selfless. That is just who he is, his character. We have spent countless hours fishing, joyriding in the car, and many hours at the fire department together. As an active service, Dom joined the Westminster Volunteer Fire Department as a junior member in January of 2020, and in January of 2021 was voted on as a full-time member. When he's not on the football field or the baseball field, he can be found at the fire department. He volunteers many hours to the community, going on medical calls, participating in in emergency training, and helping with the ice rink in Westminster. He enjoys helping people and takes pride in being looked upon as a role model and leader. He takes his position on the fire department very seriously and thrives on giving back to the community. Dom understands that the importance of hard work and that you have to keep working to achieve your goals. Previously, he has worked some in construction and has gathered not only some experience and knowledge, but the understanding of how important education is in the trade field. Dom has mentioned several times to me his interest in going to lineman school to eventually work as a lineman. He understands that to achieve this goal, he's going to have to go away to school and put the necessary time in to get the experience he needs to pursue a career in the field. It is my firm belief that whatever Dom puts his mind to, he can achieve. When he puts his drive, determination, body, and mullet behind something, he is unstoppable. So with that being said, it's my pleasure to welcome my friend and forever teammate who's always had my back, Dominic Kendall, to the National Honor Society. welcome back Bailey Spartalotti to the podium.
I am honored to speak for this person and introduce them as a new member of the National Honor Society. I have known this person since I was in first grade and have played basketball with him ever since then. I have greatly enjoyed laughing on the bench and playing on the court with him over the last 3 years as well as back in elementary school. I have been so impressed with his incredible improvement over that time. This person is an accomplished overall athlete who excels greatly in track and field as well as basketball. He was a valuable member of the state championship team 2 years ago, but unfortunately was unable to complete last year due to COVID. This person placed 4th in discus as a freshman and is looking to improve on that performance this year. It is fair to say that this new member is an excellent athlete. He is also an exceptional student and community servant. This person has performed a lot of service for this community, including working with the Bellows Falls Fire Department on training to be prepared for situations that no one wants to think about. It is a comfort to me knowing that there are people like him in my community preparing themselves to keep us all safe. He has also worked at a camp mentoring young kids in track and field. He has helped these kids learn to love the sport and how to succeed. This person has been able to balance being a servant for our community, being a multi-sport athlete, holding jobs, and continuing to perform well in his classes, which is a true testament to his academic ability. I am pleased to welcome Owen LaRosse as a member of our National Honor Society.
Thanks, stop a lot.
At this time, I'd like to welcome Elliot Graham back to the podium.
Brady Lockerbie is a senior at Bellows Falls Union High School, as well as a multi-sport athlete who I've competed against and with for many years now. Based on seeing Grady in person almost every day, I know that he is a kind, caring, funny guy that is quiet but very determined and motivated. He's very deserving of this great recognition. The first pillar of the National Honor Society that I will be talking about is scholarship. Grady pushes himself every day to be a great student, earning Student of the Month twice, once his freshman year and once his sophomore year. He shows up to school every day with a great attitude and work ethic, which can't be said about many people. Grady's character can be seen by simply spectating any sporting event he participates in. Since a young age, he has learned to be disciplined, motivated, committed, and to respect the peers and adults surrounding him. Grady has been taught these valuable traits and he has utilized them in his everyday life, making him the great, respectable person that he is today. He is also a very hard worker, as he has maintained and excelled in his job as a farmhand at Spring Rock Farm in Springfield, Vermont. Holding powerful leadership positions is not something Grady has shied away from. Grady has been a quarterback for many years, which is arguably the most important position in football, and has also stepped up to be one of the leaders of the baseball team this year, and from playing alongside him, I can say he is doing a fantastic job. Lastly, Grady has been very active regarding community service activities that he has participated in. He enjoys operating the scoreboard at Pee Wee football games every Sunday in September and October, as well as helping at water stations during various running events, and generously stacking wood for elderly neighbors. Grady is someone who I know lives by great morals and deserves this award and recognition. So it is my pleasure to welcome my friend and teammate, Grady Lockerbie, into the National Honor Society. At this time, I'd like to welcome back Molly Hodgson to the podium.
From the moment I first interacted with this inductee, I could easily recognize him as one of the most amiable and likable people I've ever met. He is always prepared to lend an ear whenever any of his friends need him, and he is not afraid to express himself and his opinions. This inductee possesses the amazing ability to get along with anyone, anywhere, whether it is as a fellow student, athlete, actor, musician, mathlete, or writer. He sets high standards for himself while attempting to help those around him as well. As a scholar, he pushes himself to take the most challenging classes possible and focuses on improving his standings in academics. He recognizes his weaknesses and where he needs to make improvements, and he actually takes the initiative to adjust his learning behaviors to achieve the most success. Additionally, he has taken on various leadership responsibilities, serving as the school newspaper editor, the student council vice president, and class treasurer. In order to contribute to his community, he has volunteered as a counselor at the YMCA summer camp in Springfield for 2 years, attempting to make the kids' experiences as memorable as his own were from when he used to attend the summer camp as a child. This inductee genuinely wishes to make the lives of those around him better. Ultimately, I'm immensely grateful to have befriended this dedicated, reliable, and fun-loving individual. He most certainly deserves this recognition based on his clear commitment to the values of character, scholarship, leadership, and community service. I am delighted to welcome Thomas Lynch to the Jesse A. Judd Marley B. Huntoon chapter of the National Honor Society. Perkins, who will be our next speaker.
This individual has been a close friend of mine since our early childhood years. I have been granted the privilege of witnessing the transformation of the young woman she has become. I watched a girl who was once constantly bouncing all around and off the walls and couldn't make a steady decision for the life of her, become a girl who knew how to direct her energy and handle any situation suddenly thrown at her. She has participated in numerous sports, from being a midfielder and defender in soccer to a sprinter in track and field to being the first singles player in tennis in only her junior year. I've had the luxury of playing 2 of the 3 sports with her. We even kicked off our first year of tennis together. I remember our very first tennis practice in gym where she appeared to grasp the relationship between the ball and the racket faster than anyone else. She possesses a high level of determination and dedication to each of the sports she partakes in, reflecting upon and learning from each of her mistakes after every practice. In addition to her involvement in sports, this individual has been involved in extracurricular clubs and has done her fair share of helping out the community. As a member of the student body, she has learned skills about a leader and has offered the chance to express new ideas and help others around her. What she enjoys about student council is that she is able to be a part of a group that is so instrumental in numerous school events. Another past involvement of hers was her time in band. She had the opportunity to play in endless concerts that included multiple solos, football games, and dramatic performances that her school hosts. Band has taught her the importance of practice and reminded her the significance of what working together can accomplish. And in an effort to support her community and local sports team, this young lady has helped prep for soccer games and tournaments. This includes setting up tents, tables, foods, and much more. What she gained from this experience was the value of working with such a limited time. She has used this insight and this participation to assist with her school life assignments and projects. Furthermore, she has spent chunks of her childhood helping out her dad cater with her advantage her father as restaurant owner. She was able to provide for the community at the Customer Appreciation Barbecue at Rhode Island Hardware. The responsibilities that she had taken on for this event were rather simple prep work, setup, serving, and cleanup, with holding the same type of task without the Vermont Flannel Festival. At the Vermont Flannel Festival, her job was to set up tables, booths, and signs that would assist in getting everything prepared prior to the arrival of everyone. This individual has accomplished a great deal of success and has faced fearlessly all the challenges high school and life in general have thrown at her. She has earned this spot and honor, so congratulations, Gary Pallister. To introduce Izzy Staff, who will be our next speaker.
This next inductee is one of my close friends, an individual who has a very contagious laugh and is someone you can always count on. He is down to earth and makes scooping the loop a blast. This individual embodies hard work. He goes from an 8-hour day at school with regular classes and classes in industrial trade to work. It is evident that he values the skills that he has learned. Because he is such a hard worker, he has not been able to play sports, but this inductee has realized that he loves having a second family that sports teams provide. This being said, he hopes to play sports his senior year, dedicating his time to school, work, and sports. He also has dedicated his time to coach the Pee Wee football team. He is the coach for the Jets and is able to provide the kids with helpful tips while keeping calm, revealing that he is a leader and role model for all the young athletes. This individual is also committed to helping the community. He has been working with the Dance Away Cancer Committee for 10 years, again showing the level of commitment this individual has. By being a part of Dance Away Cancer, he is able to give back to the community but also be a part of a greater cause. This inductee also values the lessons he has learned from all of his experiences. He listens to his mentors and makes sure that anything he does is done right. Overall, I'm glad that I have spent my high school years getting to know this individual better and having tons of fun along the way. Without further ado, I would like to welcome Mason Scott into the National Honor Society. I would like to introduce Johanna Parker to be our next speaker.
Good evening. I'm truly honored to induct this young woman into our chapter of the National Honor Society. This individual shows her strength in numbers, community events, basketball, soccer, and track. I have been fortunate enough to watch her grow as an individual and as an athlete as well. This young woman demonstrates loyalty, determination, and hard work, whether that's on the classroom or out on the field competing. As a freshman, she knew that she would have to work hard, knowing she was competing against girls 4 times older than her. She quickly learned that she needs to work for what she wants and earn that spot, record, and result. This particular individual shows determination. She was a starting varsity player her freshman year and has become a better player overall. Her freshman year of basketball, she was on JV, but she was dedicated to improving and she ended up becoming a swing player her sophomore year and finally earned that starting position her junior year. When track season started, as a freshman, she quickly realized that the events would not come easy due to the fact it was her first time competing. She proved the other throwers and the coaches wrong. Just from my point of view, it has been amazing watching her improve each day at practice and during meets. In just her first season, she threw 115 feet. She placed second in the state meet. It has been incredible to watch this lady throw and improve each day. During her junior year, you normally begin looking for colleges, scholarships, and etc. She ended up getting her first recruiting letter for the University of Southern Maine, which is a D3 school, and she's still getting recruited after one season. That's a huge accomplishment. She's also involved in her community. As she worked at her mom's preschool, being with little kids has taught her many skills. The important one is patience. Being around kids constantly has taught her skills and how to de-escalate a child and taught her maturity. When in school, the kids are looking up to you and they show how you act, and they watch how you act. When she was around them, she served as a role model for the kids to look up to. She was involved in leadership as well. Her sophomore year, she was coaching a 7th grade team, and she would demonstrate drills and anything people needed a visual of. She was also just an example to younger girls, most importantly to look up to and say, I can be that good one day. She was bettering herself for becoming a young role model and being involved in the community. Throughout the many recognitions, it has been an eye-opener for her. When you put your all into something and truly love it, it opens up many opportunities. She has developed strong social skills from her jobs at the Leaside Market. She takes orders and has learned to memorize them because customers can be very picky. She has grown into a responsible employee. This young individual has grown into a capable member of society, and I know she will do great things in the future, whatever that might be. It has truly been an honor to watch her grow as an individual. I will now welcome Bree Stockman to the Jesse A. Judd Marley Hewinton chapter of the National Honor Society. I'm beyond proud of this young individual for many reasons. I've gotten the privilege to know her over the last 3 years, along with her being one of my closest friends. Knowing her over the years, she has always been a true friend and someone who puts their all into everything, whether that's athletics or school. She demonstrates loyalty and determination. She takes part in cross-country and indoor and outdoor track. I've watched her as a shy freshman who would only talk to a certain group of people to be outgoing, confident, and a warm welcome to anyone who needs someone. This has changed her athletic ability from being unsure to everything and being confident in getting the results she has earned from her hard work and dedication. She has also gained a ginormous amount of confidence. She has been selected into a solo performance in one of her main musical numbers. It's very exciting to get those results as well as motivating for her. She shows leadership, a dance captain for the musical productions as well as the past 3 years and this year as well. Through numerous events from serving veterans dinners to helping kids set up their video games, she has learned how to be open towards each other along with acknowledging that people come together in community events. It has made her strive to become the better version of herself and a better representation for Bellas Falls Union High School. After the years of hard work and dedication, she finally got awards. Most importantly, she has learned that no matter what lifestyle people grow up in, we all come together as one to bring joy into our village despite how small Bellas Falls is. Concluding my speech, this individual shows true character, and I know she will grow into a strong, independent individual that will do good to society. I am beyond grateful to know her and to call her a friend. I will now welcome Shelby Studley to the Jesse A. Judd Marley Hewinton National Honor Society. At this time, I'd like to invite Izzy Stack back to the podium. This inductee is someone I know very well, a girl who I've shared many laughs, hugs, and stories with. This individual perfectly exemplifies what it means to be a genuine and kind human being. After long hot days on the pool deck, when it was time to clean up, I never dreaded it because she made cleaning up fun. We always had our attempts at trying to push our coworkers in the pool or spray them with the hose. We have gotten close while playing soccer together. I have especially enjoyed our time on the field. I have seen her face obstacles and she jumps over them. She is one of the most determined people I know, from starting on JV girls soccer and being pulled up to varsity in the playoffs. This isn't for nothing. She strives to get better, puts in extra work, and always has a positive attitude. This isn't displayed just on the soccer field, but in her everyday life. Her character and hard work shines through and does not go unnoticed. She has been a part of the girls' basketball team and girls' softball team since she was a freshman. This individual is incredibly committed to our own community. She has a total of 176 hours of community service, where she dedicated her time and skills at the Rockingham Rec. She taught swim lessons to young kids. I've seen how much the kids love her and look up to her. She also dedicates her time to help on the Santa Express, and she helps the middle school band. She provides so much service to our community and has provided young kids with a role model. In the work environment, she is a quick thinker and is a great problem solver. Furthermore, it's my honor to induct a fellow dog lover and my friend, Savannah Sylvester Neal, into the National Honor Society. I'd like to introduce Liam Mallon, who will be our next speaker.
I am humbled to have the opportunity to induct Jonathan Terry into the National Honor Society. I've only known of John for a little while now, only just getting to know him better from playing football, and in the short while I've known him, I can already tell you that he has the character and the dedication that embodies the National Honor Society standards. I have seen how much sports has impacted his life and how he has gained great leadership skills from his experience playing sports by becoming a basketball captain and a VPA Division II state runner-up in football. He is one of the hardest workers that I've ever seen, and his hard work is shown through his continued dedication and loyalty through the sports he plays and the bonds he forms with his fellow teammates. Not only does he show great leadership traits, he does great acts of service and gives back to his community by becoming a volunteer administrator for basketball clinics and football camps. He has proven himself as a great student, consistently showing a greater aspiration for learning and continued academic success. Not only does he show great strides in the classroom, his community, and on the sports field, he has learned many facets of his everyday life, without doubt, fits the mold when it comes to becoming a National Honor Society member, and I couldn't be more humbled to be the one to induct him. time, I'd like to invite Molly Hodgson back to the podium.
I've had the pleasure of knowing this inductee since I was a baby, and she has come a long way from her days of throwing her shoe out the window of moving cars. Nowadays, she can be seen throwing herself at plenty of new challenges in school and community settings, metaphorically, of course. She's a leader who anyone can admire despite her tendencies to constantly humble herself, serving as the captain of the field hockey team, class secretary, and a member of student council. For the sake of her community, she has coached youth field hockey teams and youth basketball teams, volunteered at an Elks dinner, and worked as a safety monitor for a community 5K. This inductee also manages to dedicate herself to her studies while balancing her time as a 3-sport athlete, an Allen Brothers employee, a participant of the school musical, and various other extracurriculars. Ever since we were children, she has possessed a tremendous sense of responsibility to work as hard as possible in all aspects of her life. She's most certainly not afraid to push herself beyond her limits to reach a goal, and her motivation is contagious to those around her. But most importantly, she's been a true friend I've been able to rely on my entire life, who has been like a sister to me. She can make me laugh when I want to cry, lend an ear when I need to vent, and truly make the lives of anyone she interacts with more enjoyable. If not for the experiences I've shared with this inductee, I fully believe I would not be the person standing here today. I can personally guarantee she exemplifies the qualities of leadership, community service, scholarship, and character, and she will continue to demonstrate them as she makes many more successes in the future. Therefore, I'm immensely proud to welcome my very first friend, Maya Warriors, to Jesse A. Judd, Marley BFUHS Chapter of the National Honor Society. I'd like to invite all of Panette back to the podium.
Ariana is a dedicated, ambitious student who never fails to remain kind. I witness her characteristics through being teammates. Ariana is a valued member of the community and a student who deserves to be recognized. Ariana has been involved with a variety of co-curricular activities. For the past 3 years, Ariana has dedicated a great deal of her time to participate in Bellows Falls Union High School's band department, drama program, field hockey team, tennis team, math team, and student council as well. She has been involved in other activities outside of school, such as taking tap class, acro dance, modern dance, and ballet class. With Ariana's busy schedule, she remained a committed student. Ariana is one of the top students in her class who has received an abundant amount of recognition. She's acquired academic achievements as well as achievements outside of the classroom, consisting of band and drama awards. Leadership is a characteristic Ariana highly possesses. Because of her knowledge and dedication, Ariana was elected dance captain for the spring musical of 2020, Mamma Mia. She applied her experience and knowledge of dance to aid others in perfecting their steps. She's a leader within the community through volunteering her time to help coach youth field hockey program. Ariana has been influential to her peers and a role model to young girls, demonstrating her leadership capabilities. Not only does she volunteer for coaching, but perform community service hours through Circus Smirkus. Circus Smirkus guaranteed her ability to work with the Make-A-Wish Foundation and children's hospitals. She was able to bring smiles and joy to children facing hardships. Ariana has traits that people desire and respect. Ariana is a hardworking student in all her classes and co-curricular activities. She always performs tasks to the best of her ability and doesn't settle for average grades. Ariana has a personality that can help light up a dull room. She tries her best to make everyone heard and feel special, while also being a humorous individual. It is my pleasure to welcome Arama Wonderland to the National Honor Society.
At this time, I would like to invite Mr. Hodgson to the podium.
Thank you, Emma. At this time, will the new inductees please rise? This is where we do the pledge. Would also the current members rise to renew their pledge? And any members of the audience who are National Honor Society members, please rise, because once a National Honor Society member, always a National Honor Society member. So we all get to join in this together. So, please repeat after me. I pledge to uphold the high purposes of the National Honor Society, to which I have been selected. I will be true to the principles for which it stands. And will maintain and encourage the high standards of scholarship, leadership, service, and character. Congratulations, you're now officially in the National Honor Society. So, the next part here and the last words are Mr. Hodgson closing remarks. Keep it short. That's my plan anyhow. I know that we've been here for a long time. I know that if you are like me, you flipped a coin as to whether or not I eat dinner before this or after this. And for those of you for whom it came up tails, I'm going to keep it short. I'm going to keep it short because these folks did a fantastic job of recognizing all of you out there. So let's give a nice round of applause for them. But of course, we're here to acknowledge and recognize and celebrate our new inductees. I have to say that I've done this for many, many years, and I cannot think of another induction ceremony that had any more audience or any more new members inducted into the National Honor Society. I was worried that we were going to run out of candles before we ran out of inductees, but we didn't have that problem. So I want to first and foremost congratulate all of the new inductees on their outstanding effort, dedication, and commitment in the areas of scholarship, leadership, service, and character. You folks are unbelievable. You've done a fantastic job, and you deserve another round of applause. I can't tell you how lucky and fortunate I feel to have been able to spend so many years working with so many fantastic students in our community. I do want to acknowledge that that doesn't just happen. So I would like to close by encouraging all of you inductees to give a round of applause to those who have supported you in all of your efforts to get where you are. Yes, you have done the heavy lifting. You have done the hard work. You have maintained those high standards. But somewhere along the way, the people in this room helped you out. So again, thank you to all of the parents, the family members, the guardians, the grandparents, all of the folks who have done a wonderful job in raising these wonderful kids. And with that said, that brings brings to a conclusion our induction for the Jesse A. Judd Marley B. Huntoon National Honor Society for the spring of 2021. Again, congratulations to all of our new inductees. You deserve it. You've done a fantastic job. Congratulations.